Have you ever turned off the news because it just felt too heavy? You're not alone. Climate change headlines can make you feel like nothing you do will ever be enough. But there is a way through that feeling. And it's not about doing everything. It's about finding clear and calm focus and starting small. Let's talk about why we feel overwhelmed in the first place. Our brains aren't designed to process planetary-scale problems. We have actually evolved to respond to local danger, not rising sea levels or melting ice caps. So when we see those global stories every day, our mind says, too big, too far, cannot fix it. And that can trigger a freeze response within us. We disconnect, we scroll past, and we just sort of start feeling numb. And that is not apathy, this is overload. And did you know, psychologists studying climate communications found that hope and agency are much stronger motivators than fear. In other words, knowing what you can do beats hearing what's wrong. And this is why stories about reforestation, ocean cleanups, and community repair cafes really matter, because they show us momentum. And so just know that you're not naive for being hopeful. No, you are strategically building agency. But once we have disconnected, how do we go about reconnecting? Well, we start small. When the world feels too big, we come back to what feels small and real. Your home, your habits, your kids' school, your community. You can choose one thing that feels tangible and consistent. For example, you can switch your bank account to a bank that doesn't fund fossil fuels. Or you can start composting, or you can start shopping local for one meal a week. We can all focus on what feels doable, not on what feels dramatic. And one thing that we can all remember is that slow consistency beats fast burnout. So how do we make peace with doing enough? Sustainability isn't really a competition or a purity contest. It is a practice of care. Care for your space, for your time, for your future. And the goal isn't perfection, it's making peace with our efforts. So if you're doing something, anything, that is your contribution to hope. And your kids are learning from that, even when you think they don't. So if climate news has felt too heavy lately, that's okay, because we're learning to deal with it together. So tell me in the comments, what is one small step that helps you stay hopeful? Thank you for joining me today, and see you next time. One small step after another. Bye for now.